to say good morning. Welcome back to the Corey Haim movie series review. Now, we have not got the last result yet. The last episode before this was Roomies. This is massive thank you to the Corey Haim Central channel on YouTube. That seems to be uploading films which you can't walk into a shop and get. You can often right there, you've got Watchers. Let's walk over here. We've got Watchers, Silver Bullet. So you walk in here and get Watchers and Silver Bullet. Now you probably not get them ones on YouTube because of 18s, stuff like Blown Away. But this channel's obviously, as a fan of Corey Haim, digging out the stuff that just disappeared or like lost in limbo, like Universal Groove. Shout out to Staunch TV for uncovering that one first. Shooter on the Side is still a myth. So is Merlin. Is he whiff? Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, PSI factor. Now, I'm a fan of the X-Files. I'm a fan of Stargate. I've just finished Stargate SG-1 and Atlantis, close to this, and obviously seen X-Files twice through. And enjoy a good TV series. I've just started Sleepy Hollow. And PSI factor is something... Poof. Now, when I watched it last night, I googled this and had a look at it, and now, because Dan Aykroyd's in it, Dan Aykroyd's the host, the narrator, and he comes on, and Dan Aykroyd is not only is Dan Aykroyd like known for Ghostbusters, but this guy has also got his head screwed on when it comes to the paranormal, and he's got his mind wide open to the what is the void of existence. And he's in there. Matt Fewer is in there, who is the creepy neighbour from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, as well as replacing Jeff Fairley. There's another Jeff in Lawnmower Man as Joel. So he's in there, and you've got the creepy guy who comes along in the cube, who like absolutely skits out in the cube. So there's a few familiar faces in this. But going into this, into the last episode of season 2, you're kind of like, what the f is going on here? Because you don't know the series, you don't know how it moves, you don't know who these characters are, so you get chucked in the deep end. But you're watching this because Haim's in it. Now Haim looking a little bit chubby with his hair there. Look, he's slight to the left. If it looks like it, looks like he's very close to Never Too Late. Off the top of my head, without going to IMDb, I'm going to say around Never Too Late. He looks like he could have fell into one of them. It's good to see him back in a TV series, but, you know, because he hasn't done this since Roomies, and it's a coincidence that Roomies is next to this. This cast been making racket in the background, as he always does. You kind of look at it and go, I'm looking at the TV department right now, I'm looking going, Haim could have popped in quite a lot of stuff if he had got his foot in the door a bit more. Could he have been a lead role in one of the NCSIs or the CIAs or the the FBIs? Could he have been in Game of Thrones? He could have definitely been in Chucky. Having Devon Sawyer is someone who took a lot of possibly Haim roles, because you could see him being in Idle Hands easy. You could see him being in Final Destination if he was a little bit younger, because they're the kind of roles Devon Sawyer sort of took up on the way. But yeah, as I said, he's hardly in it. He doesn't even have a name really. He's called the Intern. He's hiding in the basement. They've got this arc thing, which going off like a bit of a Stargate kind of thing. They're trying to work out what happened to half of someone's body, and Haim's running around just sort of still, I generally think, playing a younger version. He's like, again, they put him in playing a young intern when he's clearly got about 5 or 6 years on top of the character. But it was good to see him in a show. It's just a shame that he didn't pursue it. Again, TV acting is a lot different than movie acting, especially when the whole film is evolved around you, like Prayer of the Roller Boys, like License to Drive and all that. But yeah, as I said, I looked online, it was available. It's one of these shows that came out in parts over here. Season 3 only. Season 3 had multiple parts. Season 1, 2 and 4 has never been released within the UK. So again, if Season 2 had been released, I'd be tracking that down for my collection, but it has seen release in Germany. But I'm not willing to spend £40 on a season for on the shelf. I will keep an eye out for it to add to the collection of my movies of his, but as I said, I'm not going to be watching this series. I didn't think the series X-Files is X-Files. It has crazy ass shit going on, but X-Files has a brilliant score. Stargate has a really good score. This just seemed to be just something to fill the void of TVs. So yeah, right, I'll see you in the outtakes. Just put this in the PSI factor. Took over half the shop
for one.
Casper,
Bye. Bye.
top 3 Corey Haim movies.
License to Drive.
Ooh.
Lost Boys. Dream Machine. Probably because they were the ones I was watching all the time.
3 worst films.
Double Kids. Blown Away.
Blown Away, really?
Yeah.
No.
No, just didn't
No,
like
the cold etiquette, and that's nice. Duck not do it for you, like.
No. And Last Resort.
That's the next review. You can't be saying that. Where we go? What film should you be able to walk in here and get?
Watch it.
You can get it.
Ah, you should.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
No, I'm blank.
Come on, Corey Haim movie you would love to just be able to walk in here and get.
Dream Machine.
Oh, there you go. I thought you were going to say Prayer of the Old Boys.
I've already got that.
Bar.
Right, so as I said, I've been watching the Corey Haim Central channel. These guys have been putting out loads of stuff, but I think I've almost covered everything. PSI Factor and Roomies were stuff that's just never been available, and that's again the joy of YouTube. So if someone's going to be awesome enough like Roomies to tape it off television, PSI Factor with it being released on DVD and the YouTube rip, what was on YouTube, was a little bit out of sync as well and very, pixelated, but it's filling the void seeing all this artist's work and stuff like that. So yeah, massive shout out to them, because the last 3 episodes have been mainly because of that. So I think they've only got like Big Wolf on Campus, but I think I covered Big Wolf on Campus and I covered Life 101 and an episode of throwaway episodes about 4 or 5 episodes backways about the long lost Corey Haim films and the what if Corey Haims. So the next one has to be Last Resort. I've got the artwork. I'm the only one who hasn't filmed his bit. We've got some massive special guests in it. So if you're right at the end of this video, Dan from Saunch TV, Vampire Mike, Rob Lane, and the one and only Corey Feldman will be in the following episode. So yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.